So, I'm just going to eject. We have our character there. Hit stop. It was rotated the wrong way. I know, we'll fix that later. We play again. We load the game. We load from slot 1. And then, we only have the one character. And we possessed our character. Let's do this. Welcome, game developers and assassins, to Doug Teaches Ue5 Killer 7 Club. Yes. Ugh. Wow. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna hate me for this. What? Look, if this gets mass disliked, I wholeheartedly understand. What the hell are you doing? Okay. So. I'm gonna remake the entire thing. What do you mean wait, what do you mean remake the entire thing? I'm going to remake all of the save stuff that I did. So I'm just gonna get rid of it all and then remake it. Doesn't that render last week's video useless? Yep. Are you fucking kidding me? Nope. Ugh. So, first things first. We are in the save, so I'm gonna go to the save room. I'm gonna hit Control E to open it up. We cast the player character. We get the actor location, make sure, we can teleport and all that shit. And then, what we do is we get paused, and then we get the save game widget. So, in the save game widget blueprint, right here, right? I'm going to sit on save slot 1. I'm going to click on that. We create the save game object. And I'm just going to start from scratch. Create save game object. Our save game object is going to be our Killer 7 clone save game. Now, we have to get turn around. Oh no, set turn around. Yeah, no, we get turn around. We get turn left, and then we get turn right. Yeah, I'm even gonna fucking make the last video. I might just either delete it or just delist it. Are you serious? Yeah. What the hell happened? Well, for starters, the reason why this video is so late is because I was helping out my sis with her furniture. Long story. Anyway. Set turn is turned around. And then we set that. Set turn left. And then we set turn right. So what, you just gonna ignore the rest? Well, like I said, I was helping my sister out with a bunch of furniture. And then after all that was said and done, I was all like, oh shit, I have things to write up. And then, yeah. Now we have to get L name. We also have to set level name. And now we have to set player transform. And to do that, we basically get controller. I'm going to get the controller. Get actor. Oh my god. I'm just going to location. Because I can't spell for the fucking life of me. Get location, get rotation, get actor rotation, make transform. Couldn't we just get the rotation and couldn't we just do the transform thing? Anyway. And now what we need to do is we need to save the slot. And to do that, we can hard code. Right, we can hard code this because there are only 2 slots. And then save game to slot. The save game it's going to be looking for is the Killer 7 game mode. And then we just say slot 1. Now, that being said, what do we do now? We are done with this slot 1 save blueprint. Now we have to go to load. We have to load the... Wait. Yeah, we have to load the game. We're going to get rid of this. And then, save BTN we don't need right now. Main menu. Main menu, we have our load game. We have to go here. Load game. We get rid of all this. And on clicked, we remove all widgets. And then what we have to do, we have to get the player controller. Create widget blueprint. Load game option. Then we add to viewport. Okay, but what was all the extra stuff? We'll get to that. Now, here we have our thing. So, on this button, click. We have to do a ton of things, like, okay, because essentially what we need to do here is we need to say, okay, get the save data. So we essentially have to load the game from slot 1. And then we, from there, So what we need to do is we need to load the level, which we set in our save widget blueprint, which is here. We got the level name and stuff like that. When did we do that? When, oh wait, shit, I can't get rid of the previous video. Fuck. Well, anyway, it's fine. Anyway, wow, okay, looks like both videos will have to stay up. Anyway, so we have to load the game from slot. We have to load game from slot. For now, we'll say slot 1. Then, from there, we cast to Killer 7 save game. We get level name. And then, from there, we have to get the player controller. But before that, we gotta remove all widgets. We have to create widgets, and this will be loading screen. And then from there, we have to get level name. No, I mean set level name, sorry. Set level name. And the level name we set will be you. So, that being said, we are technically done here. I'm going to go into this level blueprint, and I'm going to delete a lot. I'm going to basically delete all of this. Because I'm in third-person mode. Because I'm in third-person map, excuse me. What we can do is we can... First things first, we need to create... Oh, Jesus, not create. Get all actors of class. And we're going to say P character. Then we're going to get a copy. And then we're just going to set this. P reference 2. Right? And then what we can do is we need to set... Wait. L name? Yeah, set L name. And this is third person map. Yeah. What now? Okay. So that's said and done. We also need to load game from slot. And that's what I get for hitting the stop recording button. Fucking idiot. Alright, so we load the game from slot 1. Right? And then what we want to do is we want to get turn... Oh, no, we can't. We have to cast to Killer 7 save game slot. And now we get the values, and now we got those booleans. Yep. Get turn around. Get turn left. And get turn right. Now we get the player reference. We set turn around. Set is turned around. Set turn left and set turn right. Set turn right. Can't believe you totally wasted that week. Who cares? Who gives a shit? The people that are watching these videos. Yeah. From there, we have to get player the transform. We have to get controller. Yeah, we have to get the controller. And then set transform. Nope. Set actor transform. Plug this in. And transform is going to be you. Oh, wait. No, we can't do that. Why? Because of that. What? Yeah. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Oh shit. Because that's a problem. Why? The player start automatically overrides. Hmm. Let's see. Auto. Okay. And this active. Nope. That's an issue. What do you mean it'll automatically override? Because that's where you're going to spawn no matter what. The player start automatically overrides it. Can't we just... Okay, so how do we fix that? First... Well, let's see if this thing even loads. I'll click teleport and sweep. Just to be on the safe side. So, after we set the level name, we'll ask, does save game exist? Let's get rid of that. And I'll just call it slot 1. We branch this out. On true, it goes into there. On false, we'll have it print a string saying hello. Let's compile. And do we want to run this? Alright, I'll run it. Huh. What just happened? Looks like the save game from our previous slot is working. It is? Yeah, because I was moving forward, but I was clearly moving backward. But it's not teleporting. How do we fix that? That's a good question. Let me go to third-person map. And what we can do is... Yep. Let's try this. Let's get rid of that. Okay. Let's go back here. Say get player... Get that. Get the player transform. Let's spawn an actor from class. We're going to spawn the player character. And then from there, we get player controller. Let's possess this. Compile. Let's play. Huh. Wait, what happened? We're possessed. So that's a plus. Why are we over there, though? That's a good question. Well, at the very least, we know the player character is teleporting. But why? But what's with the other... What's with the weirdness? Huh. That is a good question. But what we can do is on false. So on false, we can do that. On true, what we can do is we can take this. We take this, we grab a reference to it, we destroy this actor. Default. On. You see something. Because right now, here's what's happening. I can tell you this right off the bat. If I hit play, there are essentially two player characters. What? Yeah. So if I'm just gonna simulate. So there's one. Wait, where's the other? Yeah, there's the other. What's with all the errors? Oh, that's because I'm not, technically possessed. Ow. Ugh. Oh wait, no, that's not the other one. That's Iwazaru. Selected viewport. Trying to remember how to fucking... Oh, there... Fuck. There we go. Yeah. There are two player characters? Yep, and the compiler doesn't know which one to use. Oh, shit. Yeah. I'm gonna turn real time on. So how do we fix that? Here... How we fix that? Okay. Here's how we fix it. We essentially have to say, okay, this player clicked new game, so that means we can't load the game. And then we have to save that down and then go from there. So we're gonna fix that and then go from there. So how are we going to fix it? Okay, so how we fix it is simple. First and foremost, we get rid of this. What? Yeah. We're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna go into third-person blueprint and get rid of this. On true, we're gonna go here. Well, first of all, yeah. All right. So we get rid of that. Killer 7 game mode still gonna stay the same. Pawn class is going. Default pawn class is going to be none. Okay. Then what we need to do is we're gonna get an arrow component. Okay, fine. Target point it is. I get a target point. I'm gonna move this up. I'm gonna find the arrow where it's pointing to. Or maybe I can just go here. Fine, I'll stay with this top. Ba-ba-ba. Hold on. Wait. Okay then. So we are facing the wrong way. So we have to rotate this 90 degrees. So we have to essentially find a way to say, okay, new game has been clicked, so that means the spawn point's there, and then we possess it. Aha. Really? Yep. So we need to go into third-person blueprint. First things first, I'm gonna get rid of all this. Get rid of that. We're gonna compile this. We're gonna go to main menu. Main menu level. So in main menu, we have this. We have to go to our load game option. Or actually, no. Load game up. Okay. Let's go to main menu. Right. Okay. Yeah. So I have to go to the save. We have our save button press. Now it's going to ask new or load. In the main menu, before any of that happens. Oh, Jesus. Ah, God. Hold on. Before any of that happens, we need to save this slot down. Now, on save button press. Why do I have save or load? Wait. Save slot name oh. Right. Well, we'll deal with that later. Right now, let's get the bare bone minimum out of the way. So, we shit. Save game to slot. I'm just going to call this. I'm going to call the slut name load game. Oh wait, I can't save the slot down. We have to create the save game object, right? Yeah. Create save game object. And this will be save on save button pressed. Now we have to set. Oh, fuck. What did I call that integer thing? New or load. Okay. Set new or load. We're going to set that to 1. And then what we can do is we save game to slot. And I'll just say, I'll call this load slot for now. And the save game object will be directed towards you. So then we load the game, Then we go to load here. We click on slot 1, which then goes to level name, etc., etc. So let's try.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Okay, loading. Right, let's figure that out. Loading screen. No, the loading screen's fine because all it does is load the damn name. Load. This is a load game option. Save to slot 1. I'm gonna print the string. I'll just say it's loading or whatever. Let's try it. Okay. So, loading screen. Let's go here. Let's go to the graph. And then I'm going to print the string. I'm going to see if it's loading the actual level name.
Are you afraid of the dark?
What's going on? So it's not loading the thing. It's not loading the level. Why? That's a good question. Save button, that no. game. Wait, what? Load game from slot 1. Wait. Am I getting confused again? Wait, am I stupid? I don't know. Are you stupid? I don't know. That's the thing. Slot 1. No, wait. That should be fine. Let's... Hold on. Main menu. So I create the save game object here for button pressed. Make the newer load. Then I make the loading screen. You know what? I'm going to overwrite this. Just plop that in. Compile that.
Are you afraid of the dark?
Wait, I think I know what's going on. Because technically speaking... Okay. Alright. Wait. Okay. What's going on? Give me a sec. I'm gonna open the level blueprint. Does save game exist? Slot 1. Hold on. Hmm? Whatever. I'll look at that later. Okay. Doug, you're being awful quiet. Here's what... Okay, I'm trying to get to that. Give me a second. Where's the arrow component on this thing? It is pointing in the right direction, right? Yes, it is. So, in our third-person blueprint, I'm going to get a reference. Get transform. Get actor transform. And we're going to spawn the player character. And then we're going to possess it. Spawn actor from class. Character. And then we're going to possess this. Get player controller. Possess. Wrong one. And target and pawn, you're going to be you. So, that's all said and done. This should... Now, let's compile this and play it. Access not trying to read property branch, event graph, Huh? The hell are you complaining about? Oh. Okay. What's going on? We also have to set the player reference. PREF2. That should get rid of all these errors. We got rid of the errors. But why aren't we being able to control the player? We'll get to that. First and foremost, we gotta find out. First and foremost, we have to do shit. Fuck. I'm losing my mind again. Pausing the video? Yeah, pause the video. Oh, okay. Okay. Now, let's talk about what was added and what was taken out. So, no, all this is, this half is basically, yeah, the same as before. Let's go into here. So, on event, begin play, we get all actors of class. We get player character. We get a copy. And then we set player reference to this. Now, first things first, we load game from the load slot. We ask, okay, did we get the load game slot? If it's equal, so I don't remember if I put that in or not. So I'm just gonna redo that. Ah, you're pissed. You're not feeling this anymore. That's because didn't know how frustrating load slots was. Get load game from slot. I didn't think it would be this fucking frustrating with save game slots. You've never experimented them? Nope. Load slot. And then we cast to save BTN pressed. We get new or load. It is load slot, right? Do you not remember? No. Yeah, it is load slot. Okay. And then we ask if this is equal to 1. We branch this out. Now, if it's set to true, we go through. If it's set to false, we then need to get rid of this. We get our target point. We get the actor transform. We spawn actor from class. We have to make sure it's P character. Yeah, it's P character. And that's if it's false. And then from there, we get player controller. And then we possess. Yeah, that's that. We possess this. Now, if it's set to 1, right? We basically say, okay, we load the newest slot. We don't need this. We ask if does save game exist, slot 1, which it does. And then, sets all of the variables like before. We spawn a player character near that location. And then we possess it. Okay. Ugh. So, that being said, we're going to go to main menu again. We then go into the main menu slot. So I have to make sure something is set. Load slot BTN. Okay. So we make sure show mouse cursor is off when we hit new game. We have the loading screen. We add it to viewport. We then do that. And then we save our new or load button, but we save it. I don't know why it's called slot. I don't know why it's called. Oh yeah, it was from the previous video. Let's say load slot. Load slot. So that way, when we hit new game, we're in another spot. Right. Now, then, we set the level. We set the level name to third-person character. Why didn't the loading screen show up when we hit the load game slot? Okay, so in here, when I hit slot 1, it's because I'm a fucking moron. As you see, we load the slot. We get the save game slots, and then we have the loading screen. But I forgot to add to viewports because I just connected it straight to there. So add to viewports. And then we just plug this into here. Then we compile. And now let's play it. So, I'm just going to eject. We have our character there. It stopped. It was rotated the wrong way. I know, we'll fix that later. We play again. We load the game. We load from slot 1. And then, we only have the one character. And we possessed our character. Okay, but there's a problem. Yeah, the controls are still wonky AF. As you can see, I'm clicking like a motherfucker. But that doesn't matter. At the very least, we got what we got. It's done. The game loads in our corrective spots. We'll fix the controls later. Right now, that's said and done. End it the fuck here, narrator. And there you have it. Please don't dislike this video. If you do, you do. You don't, you don't. Tune in. I don't know if I'll be able to make a video have a video ready for next week, because next week I have to fly back to California. So keep that in mind. I'll try to crank it out, but no promises, cause this weekend I still have to help my sis with furniture. I got some meetings to do, and I gotta stuff. I'll try to crank out the thing while I'm recording for Godot. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a Godot video too anyway. Regardless, I'll try to come up with next week. Promise.